Hello and welcome to In Business Talks 2. We are thrilled to welcome you to our bonus episode of the Friday Fix. In our bonus episode, we'll be discussing a business-related subject with either one of our wonderful In Business Networking members or a fellow business owner who'll be sharing their thoughts, advice or knowledge on a particular topic.
We're your hosts, Tracy and Ian Earle, founders of In Business and networking and business support community. We host online and face-to-face events and we'd love to meet you, so why not come along? The link to book is in the show notes. Today's guest is Sal Poyser of Adored Earth. They are an eco-centric brand that truly cares about the planet's future. Here we go. So welcome to our Friday Fix today. We have with us Sal Poyser of Adored Earth. So welcome, Sal.
Welcome, Sal. Good to have you with us today.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming and letting me have a chat with you both.
Yeah, no, it's good to have you with us.
Good to have you with us. Just before we start, would you like to tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Yes. So I'm one of two co-founders of a small eco company based in Leeds. Called Adored Earth, and we set up because we wanted to make a difference. So everything that we do, we're trying to be as eco as we can be in the products that we make, but also trying to educate people as well about how they can improve their own environmental impact. So the sort of flagship product that we created was very much trying to think about how can we be as sustainable as we can throughout the process. Lots of learning through that journey, but it resulted in us creating an eco-friendly alternative to laundry detergents. So it's been a really great experience building a small business and having so many people getting behind us and actually thinking that they want to, they didn't know much about the harmful chemicals or about plastic that's included in laundry products. So when we launched our laundry detergent sheets as a very different way of washing your clothes, it really took off. So it's been an interesting journey for the last, I think we've just gone about a year and 3-4 months since we first.
Selling new business then.
Yeah. So how did it come about? What sparked the initial?
Yeah, whose idea was it? Yeah.
Or, how did it come about? I'm always keen to hear.
Really, really great question. It came up, I was brought up by a botanist. So my mum, instilled sustainability in me and my siblings growing up. And we always used to plant trees and sow seeds, and was very much integrated into me from being very young about how thinking about the earth and sustainability. So I'd always wanted to set up a business, but it sort of became to an actual idea that we took forward in the lockdowns, in COVID. Obviously, it was a very difficult time, and a really hard journey for us and the rest of society. But one of the positives for us is that we actually had the time to be able to think about, okay, well, let's actually think about how we do it. Let's try it. Let's see if it works. And we launched in July 22, as we were coming out of the lockdowns, but having all that extra time and, because we weren't going out and having meals and doing fun stuff with COVID, that it meant that we could actually launch a business that we funded and not needed to get funding, from externally. So, I think that's where it sort of came from. And my partner, he's my co-founder as well as me. He had a good chunk of time taking sabbatical where I actually could put all his time and energy into doing all the stuff in the background, and I could start to do it weekends and evenings, and sort of then became more and more involved. So it's really evolved from the both of us having time to be able to put an idea into action. And the reason why we launched our first product, the background to that is that I've always been out litter picking and beach cleans, and I sow seeds and plant trees for the Leeds Woodland Creation team every year. So we were like, okay, well, there's so much plastic. When you go litter picking, you find plastic everywhere.
Yeah.
And in COVID, there were so many masks and, disposable gloves
Oh gosh, yeah.
everywhere that when I had that hour where you could go outside and pick litter, it was literally just picking up masks and gloves most of the time. So we wanted to create a product that, rather than being something that adds to the plastic waste, we've packaged our laundry detergent sheets in a cardboard envelope so that there's one less, large single-use plastic bottle going to landfill for everyone who uses our sheets over, traditional, say, laundry detergent gels. So the product idea was really spurred by the litter picking that we'd always done. And then the bigger bit of our business that sort of evolves is more about people joining us on our mission to try and make a difference, is because we used to go out, well, we still do, every winter and plant seeds and sow seeds and plant trees. Meant that we were like, okay, well, maybe we've got this audience now of people who buy our products and are passionate or make a difference. Let's take advantage of that. So over the last year, we got involved with a big show in London called Clean Take Home Show. And we started doing like community litter picks. So we got people out in the Wirral going and doing a litter pick with us in person. We then, with the show, hosted some online. So we have people picking litter all over the country. And we even have people from America and Poland getting involved as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is amazing. And we've even had people join us on our tree planting sessions that we do. So that bit's really grown as a bit of a byproduct, but more from our passion. So we don't get paid to do any of that, but
you do because you like doing it.
You're really
passionate.
Yeah,
definitely. Definitely come from a passion, and also thinking, okay, well, we can do more than just reduce the amount of plastic and create good products. We can do something that actually makes a bigger impact. So that's sort of grown. Not intent. I mean, that's not what we set out to do. It's just naturally evolved. So that's been the other side of our sort of mission and ethos and values, is to try and see, how much litter we and other people that we inspire can collect, but also how many trees we can plant. So we planted with our own physical hands, me and Jamie, last winter, 249 trees in Leeds.
Wow.
And we're going to try and beat that this winter and get lots more people getting involved as well.
Really
so
good.
Yeah, that's where that side of it grew from.
And where do you plant them? Do you just go and plant them anywhere?
No,
or do you have to get permission to plant a tree? Random blokes.
Yeah, because what you can do is you can integrate a tree that doesn't work with the biodiversity of that area. So you have to either plant it in your own land where you know what there is, or the woodland creation team every year in the council in Leeds, they pick areas where they do consultations, they pick areas. So last year we planted in like Meanwood Park, in Roundhead Park, up in Swarcliffe. So they have like different sites to plant trees, and they tell you what to plant. So we'll plant horse.
You don't just turn up with any old tree then.
No, sadly not.
and sort of your products then, what sort of what's the criteria? How did you what was your goals for each product? Did you have something in mind how you wanted it to be? What elements should it contain? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, it's quite an easy answer because we've currently only launched one product. We're developing other products at the moment. So with our laundry detergent sheets that we've done, because we're a small business and we wanted to make sure that we were doing the right thing and making the right choices, not grow too big too quick, is that we've developed that and done it the whole way through. So we worked out how to do our marketing through social media. We did the Clean Tidy Home Show, so we did an in-person event to see how that works, so that when we launch our next product, we've done it all the way through, and we've got a really good audience and customer base to launch our next product. So yes, at the moment it's our eco-friendly laundry detergent sheets. But for example, we did a scented version because we know people like their laundry to smell nice. Yeah. But we also did a fragrance-free version because me and my partner have quite bad dermatitis. So sometimes can get quite itchy from certain laundry detergents. So our rationale for making a fragrance-free one was actually so that we could use it.
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah. And didn't think it'd be as popular as the scented version, but actually it's been really popular with men who don't want a stereotypical, maybe feminine scent, and actually want to add a different scent afterwards. And it's been really popular with like parents who think that like their children's skin might react to a fragrance. So that came from just us wanting to have something for ourselves that worked.
Yeah.
And sort of grew from there.
So how are your laundry sheets then? Sorry, I'm just curious. How are your laundry sheets sort of different from other commercial laundry? You know what I mean? What does yours? I mean, obviously not giving your trade secrets away, but what elements do yours contain that make them eco-friendly and?
Great question.
I would say one thing is they seem more reasonable priced than others that I have seen.
Yes, great.
When I've looked on your website.
Thank you. Yeah. So what we've done is basically it's highly concentrated detergent compressed into sheets. So we've got rid of all the unnecessary water. So when you think about gels or pods, there's a lot of water in there that means the bigger transport. So we're basically taking out all the water. So it's a tiny thin sheet that goes in your load and dissolves in hot and cold water. So it then works like any other laundry detergent in cleaning clothes. But what's really good about them, what makes them eco-friendly, is that they don't contain any harmful parabens or phosphates. So in traditional laundry, say your powders, pods and gels, and the issue with those chemicals is that they don't get filtered out by water treatment systems. So they actually end up in rivers and oceans.
In the system,
and they affect the biodiversity of the oceans or rivers that they end up in. So we've taken those out. And we really focused on trying to get the best, most effective formula, way of cleaning clothes. Because one of our frustrations, and I'm sure people listening might identify with this, is that sometimes you think, I'm going to be really eco-friendly and try this product that says eco-friendly. And then you try it and it's just not, it doesn't perform as well, it doesn't work as well. And then people go back.
So you go back to the original, don't you? You just think,
we tried the balls for a while, didn't we?
Yeah, we tried those bowls in a plastic thing.
We weren't quite sure whether we weren't convinced we were clean.
So they're sat in the cupboard now.
Yeah, exactly.
But I have tried them in the past, some of the detergent sheets. In fact, it must be longer. I've obviously not got them from you because it's longer ago than a year and a bit. And I found them really pricey. And that's another thing, isn't it? That's hard. People want to do it, but it's the price that puts people off.
Definitely. And if you really do want to make a difference like us, there's no point in making your products, not effective or so much cost because you just won't use it.
Yeah.
No.
So we try to, price it as low as we can to get people to try it. And the more obviously we grow and the more we make, hopefully it'll carry on to come down even further because for us, every time we sell a packet, that's one less single-use plastic bottle potentially going to landfill. So we want to sell lots of them so that it has that impact. So I think sometimes it's about what your ethos and values are as a company as to what guides your decisions, if that makes sense. Does that answer your question?
Did it take a while then to work out the formulation of these sheets and things? Did you have to do quite a lot of research? What was the bit of the science? Sorry, I'm asking the wrong question. I'm just curious. A bit of the science behind it. What where did you end up doing your research and things? How did that work?
Yeah,
if you can answer that. Can you answer that?
Yeah. No, I can. Not with a very detailed answer, but
that's fine. That's fine. It's an overview. It's fine.
So we can't take credit. Yeah, we can't take credit for the design actual formula. We've done that with one who's done that for us because we didn't want to. We wanted it to be as good as possible, and then we had a different range of ones we could that we could try. And for us, it was about getting the one that worked the best. So going back to what you were saying about high performing. What's great about our sheets is if you wet one of them and rub it into a stain, it gets out a lot of stains that would come out from a non-biological detergent. So for us, it was more that, this is what we want, and then testing it to make sure that it's actually going to work. So it did take us about a year overall to sort of settle the business, get someone who could do what we wanted to do, and then keep going back and forth to get to a point where we had, a really good
so you were happy with it?
that worked, and we've learned so much from doing that. That's what we're looking at. Our current products at the moment is trying to take all that learning and make sure that any other products we put out really are taking out as many of those chemicals as possible that harm the environment. It's been a learning journey for us as well.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. But it's been quite interesting though, hasn't it? Yeah, I would have thought. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. Did I interrupt you by talking about the price? You know, when Ian said what makes you different? What makes it different?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, interrupt. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
So I'll carry on with that one then.
Yeah.
So good question about what makes us different, because you're right, there are now different laundry detergent sheets on the market. So for us, what the biggest things I say that make us different is having a really effective formula. We've tested it ourselves across other leading brands, and we clean just as well, if not better, mostly better. But for us, I think the big thing that stands out, like you say, is price. We try to keep them as cheap as possible, and the passion and the impact that we have around the litter picking. Beauties. And we actually just won our first award as a eco business. Which I think shows how different we are.
Yeah.
So the award that we won was for contribution to the community for the Clean and Tidy Home Show Awards. And it was for getting so many people inspired in getting out and doing something really practical.
Yeah.
So that's I think shows that we're not just doing it to make money, and we're not just doing it to sell products.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we really do care and really are passionate and wanting to make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, that in itself, trying to get people to do things. People say, "Oh, yeah, great idea," but then, "Oh, well, you come and join us then to do this." Oh, well, I'm busy. I've got other things to do. That's the sort of general mentality of people, isn't it? If you ask them to,
sometimes it's general apathy. I think is out there.
Yeah.
People,
be motivated to do that, and to feel so passionately as you obviously do. Then I think that it does deserve an award.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It must be really hard. It must be really hard to get people on board.
Yeah, you're making a difference, which is important.
Yeah, and I think, everyone's got busy lives, and, it's trying to find something that works for different people, lots of different ways for different people. So, as a very basic level, the fact that we, people can get our laundry sheets through the post, sign up for a subscription, then not have to think about it, that's such an easy step to change your environmental impact. But then, if there are people who want to actually go out and litter pick, we do lots of lives and videos on social media accounts about how to do it, how to get involved in your local community, make sure that you're not producing even more plastic and the right equipment to use and things like that, up to all getting on lives together and picking litter wherever you are to inspire people, up to actually putting on events where people can come along, in person. And we've had people travel miles and miles to come along. So I do think, if we really want to inspire people, you've got to have those different levels of how much people can get involved.
Yeah.
And I think a big thing for us, and it was definitely the right decision to make as a small new business, was getting involved in this Clean Tidy Home Show, because there were 13,000 people who came on the day down in London.
Oh, wow.
But they tap into such a big audience that we thought, right, well, we're doing this on a small scale. And Michael from the Clean Tidy Home Show was like, let's utilise this. Let's do something, together. Let's get our audience on board with your enthusiasm. And people were so passionate that they've even asked for we've been giving out Adorno brand new high-vis jackets and giving away competitions where we give away litter pickers and litter picking hoops. So that's been another way we've got people inspired, is through competitions and just being in person, for someone to come and talk to you and go, what is this all about? I've never even thought of picking litter, but if we do it, just educate someone of, when you go to a local shop, you can pick up a bag of litter. It doesn't have to take hours and days out of your time. And we've had so many people message us and get in touch going, I never even thought about doing it, and now I do it every week with my own local community litter picking group. So, yeah.
Would it not be better to educate people not to leave litter lying around?
Oh, yes, God, yes.
That would.
Yeah, it's a sad reflection on society that we have so much litter kicking about that you are having to do that.
Do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I completely agree, and it's one of the reasons why our product is about taking plastic out of the cycle.
Yeah.
It is easy for people to think, well, I buy stuff that's reusable, or I put it in recycling, whereas actually, I think it's about 12% of stuff that goes in recycling bin is actually recycled. So actually,
it's ridiculous. It's dumped or buried or sent abroad or something stupid, doesn't it? Yeah.
So what business? I think all businesses have a moral responsibility to really try to reduce it. Sometimes you can't get rid of plastic completely because of regulations and things you have to have in, but there's lots of changes that can be made to packaging. So that you don't have to go out and litter pick. That would be amazing. I would love if it got to a point where there was no litter to pick.
Yeah. Well, obviously you're a keen environmentalist, aren't you? And everything else. This might be a tricky one, but I'll try it anyway. What might be your sort of 3 top tips that sort of you do? What is it that you do? I mean, obviously you got these you obviously wash with the detergent sheets, which is good.
Yeah.
But what
Joe blogs do?
Yeah. What 3 top tips
to make a little bit of difference? Because if we all made a little bit of difference, then it would impact and have a bigger difference, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I think the first step is to actually stop and think about what you're buying. It's so easy. When you're in the supermarket, you just take things off the shelves.
Yeah.
And quite often I challenge people to go, okay, well, go in your cleaning cupboard and how much plastic have you got in your cleaning cupboard? And there's
everything's plastic.
There's a lot. And even if it's just making one switch, so it's like, I think it's more helpful to be flexible and make small changes rather than being really militant and saying, you can't have anything, because there are some products where there just aren't good alternatives, so some people have to buy plastic.
Yeah.
But if you can make one small change in what you buy, I think that's absolutely fantastic. There's also things to think about in the sense of like fashion, clothes, in particular. There's a lot of water and carbon that go into making your clothes. So we do a lot about trying to inspire people to think about, can you repair your clothes? Can you learn to sew and like save that top and use it for something else?
Design.
Reinvent them.
Not buy them in the first place. Well, Ian's good at that. Ian's very good at that. He doesn't buy many clothes.
No, mine lasts me years, Sal, years.
It's very eco-friendly from that point of view.
I've probably seen lots of forests and everything with the amount of clothes I buy.
Definitely. And that, and that's the thing is about not just buying stuff and thinking, well, I'll throw that away. There isn't an away. Everything is up to a land, a landfill.
Oh yeah.
So
Good to go somewhere.
The more you can do to repair, or just reduce how much you buy, or reuse as much as possible, is definitely sort of the cycle we try to promote. But I read a really interesting article like a couple of weeks ago that I'll share with you both after. That said that the 2 of the biggest things that people can do to reduce their environmental impact is litter picking and planting trees. So I know I go on about it a lot, but even if people, like I say, walk into your local shop, you've got a bin bag, you've got a £5 litter picker that you can buy from, online, or you've got a pair of gloves, just picking up a little bit of litter on your walk is a really easy change that you can make.
Yeah.
But there's so many changes that people can make that have an impact. What I really want people to hear is that don't just think, well, there's big companies or there's countries that are making so much waste or pollution that there's no point in me trying.
Yeah.
If people can just think of one thing that they can do through the week, whether it's riding your bike or walking rather than taking the car to the shop, might seem like small things, but they all make a difference. And if everybody did one of those
everybody
things,
did the same.
Exactly. But I'd encourage people to give us a follow on Instagram in particular, or Facebook. We're at Adored Earth, and we share lots of tips. I haven't got time to go in today. But lots of different tips and suggestions for how people can reduce their environmental impact.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, we'll get the links from you for your Instagram,
and we'll put them in the show
website.
So just remind us again, Sal, how do we get in touch with you again? Did you say go onto your website, which is what? Sorry, tell us again.
Yeah, so you can find us on all social media platforms. So we're
Yep.
on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and our name on all of them is @Adored Earth.
That's
But
Adored
you
Earth,
can
right,
also
okay.
visit our website. So our website, again, is quite easy. It's www.adored.earth.
And is that where the people go if they need to buy your detergent sheets as well? Is that on there? Yeah.
Yeah, that's on there. But they're also available on Amazon. On our website, we currently have a really great offer on, again, tapping into what we're trying to do, is that if people set up a subscription over the next month, that we're doing a big giveaway where people go into a prize draw where they get some free packs of our laundry sheets, but they also get a litter picker, litter hoop, a branded high-vis Adored Earth, so that if they do want to go out and start litter picking themselves, they'll have all the equipment to do it. So yeah, we've got a great offer on at the moment.
Good. Well, I am going to go and order some actually. After this,
definitely.
I'm going to go and order some.
Yeah, let's give them a whirl. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I think that they are a much more reasonable price than the ones I was looking at before.
And can we have the unscented ones? Do you want the scented ones, don't you? I can tell. Yeah, well. Now we're going to do one of each.
I'll do my washing and you do yours.
Oh dear, you're already causing conflict here, Sal.
I'm sorry.
The scented ones.
Okay.
We always have scented. We usually have scented.
Only if I remember to put it when I'm doing it.
I won't show you over here. It's like a Chinese laundry.
Yeah.
What other products have you got in the pipeline, or are you not allowed to say?
Is it secret yet?
Yeah, I can't say much at the moment, but if you'd like to, I'm happy to come back on another podcast when we've
watch this space.
Watch this space.
Yeah.
But what we did find is an unexpected like what was popular about our laundry sheets that we didn't realise when we launched them is they've been really big in the travel market. So people have been using it as a no-spill travel wash. So just popping a couple of sheets in their suitcase. And then we sort of launched what we call a suitcase challenge. We said to people, okay, well, rather than take your normal suitcases, try and take one less suitcase and a pack of our sheets and see if you can get through your holiday. Save money, you save carbon because you're not taking as much luggage. So that's been really big. So it'd be really nice to create more eco products that also people can use for travelling and
good
holidays.
Idea, yeah.
Because again, that's something that I don't think there's great options out there if you want to travel sustainably.
Yes.
So yeah, lots of great ideas.
Well, sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Very good.
That's good.
Very good. Yeah. So definitely give you a follow. So it's been lovely talking to you.
Yeah, thank you for your time,
Thank you
Sal.
for sharing your passion with us. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
So take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We're almost at the end of this week's show, and just as a reminder before we go, don't forget to book your place at one of our online networking events where you can meet some great business owners and build those business relationships. And if you're in the Leeds, Harrogate or York area, then why not come along to one of our face-to-face events? It'd be lovely to meet you.
Don't forget to tell them about the best business coming from the
Oh
best relationships.
yes, and remember, thank you for the reminder, Tracy, the best business comes from the best relationships.
Do you wish you could network with more confidence? We understand the challenges that you face, whether you're new to networking or simply looking to improve your skills. Our networking know-how courses will take you through the process and provide you with practical tips and techniques to help you make more meaningful connections.
We'd also like to mention our books, which are available on Amazon. How to improve your business networking skills, 52 tips to help you with your networking, our notably networking one-to-one and networking notebook, a place to keep all your notes from those follow-up one-to-ones, and last but not least, our 90 days to your success journal where you can plan, set and plot the actions you will take to achieve your goals.
Thank you so much for joining us this week on In Business Talks 2 Friday Fix. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, all that we ask is that you simply tell a friend about the show. And please follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode. We'd really appreciate it. Until next time, this is Ian and Tracy, and together we are
in business.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.